Welcome to Antarctica, baby. Stormy seas on the great day.
Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it?
Hi, how you doing? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Captain Doc Skinner on board the Starship Pariah, and this is the Doc Force. Welcome, 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 everyone. I got a lot to talk about today. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. I hate that you appreciate the fact that it tells you how many people are on, but then when they go off, you're like, oh. Let's do roll call. We got Paul Marsh first on board tonight. Hello, Paul. How you doing, brother? Mike Johnson. Good evening. Good evening. Dave Dennis from Australia. Hello, sir. Hello. And then Mike Johnson saying hello to everybody, and then hello to me. Hi. All right, guys. So tonight I want to talk about a few things. I need to sit more center. I feel like I am off center. Anyway, so yeah, man, it's been some decent shows lately. I'm been happy with them. I'm having a lot of fun with you guys, and boy, man, I'm gonna see what kind of trouble I can get into tonight. I got a bunch of tabs. Let me show you. I got a bunch of tabs. See all those tabs? Oh, you can't see them. Yeah, you can. I got a bunch of tabs we're gonna talk about. Yes, it's gonna be fun. So kind of stay on track tonight. Wow. Recouping from doing landscaping and yard work the other day. And, I'm so sore. But tonight I'm going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about this new world citizenship passport. Yes, You heard me correctly. And Maderna and the government. What? Huh? For how long? Yes. Yep, we're gonna be doing that. Renee just popped in. Hello, how you doing, Renee? Welcome. And then we're gonna talk about the next Silly Willy event. Let's call it that, the Silly Willy event. That way, I don't get in trouble. But you know that thing that we just went through? Yeah, I'm gonna call that a silly event. Some people are like, people died. I know, but I'm just saying it instead of the word. So let's just roll with it, okay? Lovely Reba, howdy, welcome on board. It might get crazy tonight. I don't know. We'll see if I'm able to even. I'm gonna do my best to behave because tomorrow night. Let me pop this up real quick for you. Where did I put that thing? I know it's here. Here we go. Screen share. Bam! Tomorrow night, Tony Rodriguez joins me on the Dog Force. That's tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific time, right here on the platform you're watching me on. And then at 8:30, we'll take a 30-minute break between 7 and 8. From 8 to 8:30. And then we're going to be on my Patreon page, which is below. As you see, these are people that are supporting me, and God bless them. I love them. This has been truly the only way that I've been financially supported in any way in all the years I've done this. So I do appreciate from the bottom of my heart these members that are down below. It's at patreon.com/Doc Skinner. And that's where the nitty gritty comes. We get the low down dirt that we can't talk about on these platforms. So yes, thank you to everybody, all my Patreon supporters. I love you all. And yeah, we'll do that on my Patreon page. Terry Reesing is here. Hello, welcome aboard. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about the next Silly Willy. That's what we're gonna call it here on my show, the Silly Willy. And I'm gonna wait on that because that's pretty dark. I may save that for last. But the cattle deaths that I talked about last night, and actually I think also the night before, NASA has come up with a solution on what has happened. We'll go into that in a bit. All the schools that were involved in shootings are, well, something's going on with them. We'll talk about that. And then something I'm really excited about. Found out I'm going to be a gazillionaire, and that will probably end up tonight with that. So we're going to go that route tonight. All right. So here we go. Let's start with the headline, shall we? Let me find the. See, I don't want to give this stuff away. Hold on. Let me mute this because it's showing stuff. That's also something that's going on there. Something going on in Portland. You probably saw the headline. Like I said, I got a lot of tabs here. Okay. So I'm going to, well, actually, no, I have the actual website, but let me show you this. Let me go over here, screen share. I discovered this on the Talk of Tick, and it was this page right here. im.my.soul on the Talk of Tick, and it kind of blew me away. This gentleman is really excited about his new world passport because now he's a world citizen, which means he's not, well, here.
He's right here, world passport up on the Universal Declaration for Human Rights. No more corporate citizens up in the United States. You know what I mean? Bang! They put me on the do not detain list. I'm on the do not detain list right now, based on this document right here. I'm on the do not detain list. When they run my name in their system, it comes up: do not detain, do not arrest, do not interrogate, lifetime concealment weapons permit. Yeah, I got a right to bear arms. I'm a free state. I'm a free living being. Yeah. When they run my tags on my car, the same information comes up.
Okay, I don't want to play too much, but give this person a heart because the video is really wild. So I did a little digging, and went to this place. I am a world citizen government at worldservice.org. What does it say? Doc pass. I didn't plan that. Now that I see that. So it's just for me, actually. No one else is allowed to go to this link. That's my, no, I'm kidding. I would have one. Because it's really a slippery slope when you think about it. It's going to be, it makes you wonder, because I kind of went through it. I didn't go through every single thing because there's a lot of stuff in here, but basically they say, well, I should bring up this one part. How do I do? What is passport? Let's see. Okay, that's that part. Well, let me read you what it is. Okay, the World Passport is a 30-page machine readable travel document, an MRTD, with alphanumeric code line scanned in passport photo and ghost security paper with embedded logo. The data page laminated in 7 languages: English, French, Spanish, Russian, Arabic, Chinese, and Esperanto. Each passport is numbered, and each page contains the world citizen logo as background. 2 pages are reserved for affiliate identifications, diplomatic corps, organizations, firms, etc. There are 19 visa pages. In the inside back cover, there's a space for home address, next of kin, doctor, employer, driver's license number, and national passport identity number, which is your actual passport number. The cover is blue with gold lettering. You can apply for it. The World Passport represents the inalienable human right of freedom of travel on planet Earth. Therefore, it is premised on the fundamental oneness of or unity of human community. In modern times, the passport has become a symbol of national sovereignty and control by each nation state. I forgot that goes on for a bit, but basically, I was looking for the. Here we go. Okay, so there's like 185 countries that will accept it on a case-by-case basis. And then there's 7 countries, which are countries that most people haven't heard of, that have fully okayed it. So the fact that it's being accepted worldwide in all these countries, whether it's fully or case-by-case, it has made it acceptable. Okay. And I haven't looked through, like I said, I haven't looked through all this. If anybody else wants to dig through it, where it says, let's see, commissions, World Seminar commit. Oh, okay. Like it's not the commissions. I thought I was thinking, cha-ching, money. What is a world passport? Since let you guys do all this reading, because I got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about tonight. I was looking for those weird, like Zimbabwe. There's like a couple crazy countries. But this is going to go around, and people are going to get this. And if they really do get the right away of all those freedoms, like even the conceal thing, that's going to sell people on getting one of these. But then the upgrade, when they upgrade, it probably might be the chip. I don't know, man. I mean, this is kind of, it had me kind of going, oh, I can have all these rights. I don't have to go through all this bullshit of traveling. And, I looked at it closely, and I mean, it's feasible, but it's like, you got to go to some of these countries, but the others, if the country doesn't want to, then you're fucked. So, but if someone wants to spend the time, go through all of it and see if, what it's really all about, because my spidey senses went off on this one. I sent it to a couple people. I said, look, to become a world citizen. I think some of them thought I meant to get one, and that wasn't the man, this is like, this is what it's coming to. And like I said in the past few nights, it's been, I'm foreseeing this happening in the next 3 to 4 years when the shit starts to go down. The way things are all, remember, these people like chess, because it's a very strategic game. And I don't really play chess. I got the concept, but I never really got into it, but I understand it. And I know, different pieces do different things, and I get all that. But the powers that be do this on a multi-level scale, right? And I am able to see, because I've been in the game since the early 1990s, maybe 89. Yeah. So however long that's been. And so I've been able to start seeing the pieces being put into place. And there's a lot of pieces, but there's been a lot of things I've seen being put into place. And this is one of them. And I'm seeing it kind of like a new item on sale. First 1 million people, get it automatically. And then eventually, to get it, you have to swear and tribute and take this mark of some sort to become a world citizen. And this is what the powers that be have been pushing for decades, but just started coming out, in the 90s. But anyway. So anybody that wants to check it out, anybody wants to get it, that's fine. And if it's real and you're traveling, message me, put you on. You could tell us what it's like having a world passport. I mean, if all this stuff is legit, like you can't be detained, you can't be arrested, you don't have to go through securities, you can carry guns on planes. If that's all true, like I said, though, a lot of people are going to get just for that, not realizing what club they're getting into. Does it make sense? All right, let's get to the chat room, because it's been a minute. I want to say what's up. Let's see who just popped in. Dr. Z is here. Hello, Dr. Z. Dave Dennis says, I'd mainly like to travel freely between Australia and the US and Canada, as I already have an Aussie and UK passport. All COVID mandates should be scrapped forever. Thumbs up, brother. I totally agree. And Dave, I think, it's Mr. D. I know Mr. D is going to be getting into this realm, and I don't know if he's all set up yet, but what he does, I'm going to, we'll do a little promo for him, and Dave Dennis, here he is. He's an author too, so look him up. I get some really cool friends here in the chat room. I just adore them. Let's see, you're all saying hello to each other. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And the at symbol before to who you're speaking to is really helpful. Thank you. So, cool. Oh, Alien Bump's here. Hello, Alien Bump. What's up, Bump? Okay, so yeah, that's the world passport, and I feel like it's a slippery slope. And when you're all done saying hello to each other, if you got an input on it, let me know, because it sounds very tempting. And it's here. Let's go. Let's see how much it costs. Okay, let's do that. Let me bring this over just a tad, so when I'm turning this way, you can still hear me. All right. Let's see. Apply online. Carrying a world passport enables you to identify yourself as an individual with innate and unalienable rights. It is a powerful tool to claim your birthrights as a world citizen. In addition to being a symbol of our connection to humanity and the earth, the passport provides a tangible way to educate others about our human rights as citizens of the world. Pardon me. Dr. Pepper attack. Over the years, border guards, immigration officers, consultants, and embassies for more than 95% of all nations have placed entry, exit, and visa stamps in the world passport. Although the world passport has been recognized by most countries previously, there is no guarantee that it or the other identification documents issued by the WSA will be recognized now or in the particular circumstances. A visa is generally required prior to travel. Without a visa already stamped in your passport, the airline, the airport, the immigration, or the border officials could arbitrarily, subjectively, and discriminatorily violate your rights. We just found some cons and the pros and cons here. Rights. Okay. The wealthiest countries, especially those in North America and Western Europe, are the most restrictive and may reject your claim of your right to travel in violation of their human rights obligations because the fees are used for the processing and issuing services of the WSA provides. Once the documents are issued, the fees are non-refundable. Okay, so this is just like, I don't know. World passport. See, if I was to do it, it would be the 10-year. So let's see, $125. Oh, they have other documents too. They've got World Identity Card. Why not? World Birth Card. Why not? World Birth Certificate. We're going too far, so why not? World Citizen Card and Certificate. Why not? International Exit Visa. I wonder if that means you can escape a country easy, even if everybody else can't. I don't know. Why not? International Residence Permit. That sounds kind of cool. A resident of the world. I can get a house anywhere. Why not? World Political Asylum Card. I've got to get somebody from this company on my show. Why not? World Marriage. Well, I can't. It's the one I can't get. So sad. So sad. Processing time. Well, we want it as fast as possible just in case we have to flee, right? Okay. 5 to 10 business days. Processing times are approximate for full processing details, blah, 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 blah. Shipping and handling. Oh my God, there's so many. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. We'll do FedEx because I know who they are. I've heard of them. Go to next. Oh, this is where I put all the information that I can't let you see. It doesn't do a price. I don't know. I think I spent like $600-700 so I could like freely roam the world. But and it also wants a photo and photos of your IDs and all that stuff. Your parents' first and last names, where you're born, passport stuff. Have you guys heard of this world passport before? Is this something that celebrities and politicians have kept secret from us for forever, and it's just now leaked on TikTok? Or is this a scam on a grand scale for identity theft? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's see. Terry says, I'm going on a trip to Europe in September. It will be interesting. Yes. September, October. Well, actually not this year, but next year for 50. I really would. I think it'd be badass if I took all we all went. I mean, I can't pay for everybody, but maybe we get like a group discount as a big group and travel to Europe and go find ghost haunted castles and work with cymatics in Scotland at Roslin Chapel and do interviews with fucking cool people, with you guys, helping you guys can be like my feet on the ground, and you can give you a microphone, or you can, ask the questions, or we could talk about what we did that day. I think it'd be a lot of fun. And everybody's still saying hello to everybody. Okay, cool. So let me turn that off. So yeah, anyway, I wanted to talk about this because it just seems like such a slippery slope. Does that mean you're automatically in the NWO? I don't know. If anybody wants to go in deeper onto this and report back, I'll bring it up and we can talk about it. Let's see here. Paul says it's got to be a scam. I think it possibly could be, but if I was going to do this, I'm not. I don't really plan to. But if I was, I'd call the U.S. Passport Office basically, and I'd be, hey, what do you know about this? Is it a scam or is this a real thing? Of course, they're most likely going to lie to me because they don't want you to have anything but their passport. So I wonder, there's not like an international passport division, is there? I don't know. Dave Dennis is in Australia. He says, first time I've heard of a world passport, doc. Sounds intriguing, but too good to be true. Any of you guys are welcome to visit me in Oz if you ever want to come over. Yes. No, that's why I'm bringing all this up. I was like, this could be, I mean, very elaborate. Could be very elaborate scam, or what is real? I mean, Bitcoin, when it first started, nobody wanted to trade with it or anything at first because nobody knew what it was. What if it's something like that? Without the stock market stuff. Paul's like, too many flags. I kind of feel that. But there's a lot of people that will try it. Sounds very expensive in a very new world order. Yeah, well, I mean, I added all the bells and whistles. I mean, if we go back, Schneider, and you just, let's say, oh shoot, I never saw this one. A 15-year donor passport. All I saw was this one up here. I totally did not see this one down here. So I wonder what the difference. I mean, it's 15 years. It's like 3. I mean, it's only, it should, there better be better. I don't know. It could not. It's probably not real. I don't know. Things that make you go, right? Well, let's see here. I'm really, really excited for those that came on late. Tomorrow night, Tony Rodriguez from the Secret Space Program is scheduled to be on my show. So please share it with everybody. Tell everybody. Should be, really cool. I have this goal of getting like 50 people watching live. I'm thinking, whatever. Let's try it. Let's see what we can do. I just renewed my Aussie and UK passport. It's a real pain doing it and also very expensive. Oh, I bet. I mean, it's like ×2. And yeah, oh my gosh, I bet. Hi Joe, welcome aboard. Hello, how you doing? How yet? I forgot. Never mind. All my low one-liners are whittling away in old age. And guess what? I have a list, so I can mark this off, and I know right where I want to go next. Let's see. I gotta find the video for it. Oh, by the way, if you are into tarot and psychics and people that can see the other side, and you would like some cards read, my dear friend Christopher LaPrath has his new TikTok, and this I know I can get away with playing because he's my friend, and I'm promoting him. Check this out. Is this all the way up?
Christopher LaPrath, thanks for being here. I'm going to pull a card for the week. The card is Radical Acceptance. Who can you radically accept? Can you accept yourself? How radical would that be? Christopher LaPrath.
All right. So go check him out. It's Christopher LaPrath on TikTok. And, just love the man. He's awesome. He's just a warm, awesome spirit. No, not that yet. We did that, so I can cross that off. That was the past. It's so much easier. Okay, I can do this for one real quick. So in Portland, they're having some problems with their law enforcement, meaning they quit. This just happened. Here's the headline from NBC News. You can go find it. So I don't get in trouble for playing anything. It says the entire Portland police crowd control unit resigned from assignment a day after a grand jury in Oregon indicted an officer for allegedly using unlawful force on a protester. That's a lot. Why would they all quit? I mean, that's their livelihoods if they're not doing anything wrong. Why would they all quit? I mean, protest is one thing, but all quitting? it wouldn't be because maybe they were trained to do things like that, or they had it within their little groups to, hey, we can get away with this kind of stuff. And they all, they didn't want to be next in a grand jury. I don't know. I don't know, but that's like Mr. Palmar said, flags. All right. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Let me get that down and back this. There we go. So I can get rid of that one. I'm going to get through all this. This is going to be cool. This is a good way to do it. It's a little slower, a little more intimate, but hey, you like that. Coming up next, if you are on TikTok and you have not been to my page, it's this one right here, Doc Skinner Official. And these actually are my like videos. Let me show you. I got videos too, you know. I have many videos. If you want to be educated, entertained. If you want to learn some stuff, like let's see if this works. You know, being alone isn't always easy. You don't have the ability to do things that couples get to do. Which is kind of cool because you know why? I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm alone. Look, right out in the middle. Yes. Anyway, do other stupid stuff like this.
Let authority stop you from doing what you love. You are in control.
Yes, I like to have fun. I do duets with people. I do duets with crazy stuff. I a little this, a little that. I've been in entertainment for about 40, close to 40 years now. And that's what I do. But I use my platform to educate as well. So let's see. That's that page. This one right here. What's this? Yes. Okay. I'll probably get for this, but you all need to hear it. Okay. You all need to hear this. Wait. Let me do this so I don't play catch up. If I was a police officer in Portland, I'd quit too. They treat the police badly up there. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places where look, they've got a bad image. Okay, but there are good cops. There are good, honest cops. There's just bad seeds. But then when they get into a group and they're being managed by one bad seed, and they're told to do all these things, and a lot of them quit because they know it's not right, and they don't want to be subject to the backlash of their actions. I get it. I mean, I'm not a cop. I got a cop in the family, but every industry, not just the police departments, it's even in the military, even, I mean, politicians. I mean, I know, yeah, I know you probably didn't know that, but there are bad seeds. Yeah. So on to the second one, and I'm still online, Maderna and the government. Here, check this out. Where'd my mouse go? Strange little thing. I hope you guys can hear this. Oh, let me turn this up. There we go. Listen.
We'll see how long this one makes it for.
Go to his TikTok.
This is 153 pages of the confidential agreement between Maderna and the U.S. government. And it goes back to 2015. What? Jason, what was happening in 2015?
Frankenstein coronavirus.
That's right. The same time Dr. Barrick and Dr. Shi published their paper on the new Frankenstein coronavirus. In fact, let's skip down to page 104. It shows that the NIH and Maderna were collaborating with Dr. Barrick. Wow. His signature is on page 106 of the material transfer agreement. But let's get back up to the top of this specific agreement. The NIH appears to be transferring the mRNA tech to Dr. Barrick. But look what they want to make clear. Quote, mRNA coronavirus vaccine candidates developed and jointly owned by the NIAID and Maderna. I'm sorry. I mean, I've seen ulterior motives before, but usually you see them coming. Did you know that the government co-owns the vaccine?
Wait for it.
By the way,
yes.
This is not part of the Trump's thing.
It's not.
This is not part of that.
2000.
This is 2015. The same government that is now mandating its use owns the vaccine.
Oh, what? They own it?
You better share that one quick.
Okay, so
Don't know how long.
check this guy's out. Rebel with a cause 1776.2. Okay, he puts out some good stuff every now and then, so check it out. Yeah, so you heard that, and these documents have come out. It's all a money-making thing between them and the government. Makes you wonder why a nasty bug that was actually, turns out, venom from two different squiggly things, right? And that was basically what was supposedly in the thingamabobs. And so, you ever wonder why they all said don't take hydrochloroquine and ivermectin? Ivermectin, you know what I'm saying? I can't fully say it. On my other page, I'll say it freely, but here I can't say that. So those two things, we were told after the big man at the time said, well, this is what works. It works for me. And they're like, well, no, if it works for him, then we're not going to let anybody else take it. And it was the doom of many. And it turns out they were making money off it, of course. And I knew this, but the fact that now the documents have been leaked. What scares me, folks, is my question is everybody, all these big guys, are they too big to fail kind of thing? Or just will not ever get what they deserve? I mean, like Epstein, man, I really wish he wasn't taken out because I wanted to hear those names. I want to hear all the names. I want to hear the names. Why is it that Jizzy is in jail and her court, nobody got to see it, and there were no names, but yet she got in trouble for the whole traffic stop thing. Okay, so why are the names not released? It makes you wonder, is it that the whole 17 letter thing that they're preparing and they're getting them, but they're doing it in the shadows? I don't want them to keep doing it in the shadows. I want these people to be taken out in the streets for the media to see, so everyone in the world knows that these traffic stoppers, we'll say, the world knows what they've done to these children and these women. Let me turn this guy's. He has a funny face, so it's probably distracting to my seriousness in my monologue. Sorry, it's just it just that's my that's the stuff that gets my blood boiling. That someone like her is getting a light sentence, and she's still asking for leniency because her roommate was going to be paid to, in her sleep. She's scared. Well, yeah, you've done a lot of evil to a lot of young girls and boys, and no pity at all. Man, that shit right there should have been life or lethal injection or something, because I bet after all the names are released. I mean, there's a book that has all the names in it. I mean, some of the pages are out there on the internet. And why is it the news never talks? They'll talk about border trafficking. They'll talk about that, but they will never talk about the hardcore dark side of it. I mean, the really, really, really dark side. It's all dark. Why is that? Why will news stations, unless it's border stuff, they never talk about the high-end trafficking and all, like the Epsteins and stuff? Why did it not happen until he died? And now news people are going, well, he was convicted of all this. Well, yeah, of course he's dead. Say whatever you want. Oh, man. It just kills me. Sorry, I'm going to let that too long. Anyway, we were talking about Maderna, and then I went into the trafficking thing, which there's this video, and it breaks my heart because it involves the law enforcement. The kid that was missing had like a tag, an iPod tag, an Apple tag or whatever on them, and the police went looking, and it was a police officer's house. And then they pulled the van up to the house, blocked, had police officers around the house with caution tape, all the neighborhoods there. They're seeing what's happening. And it wasn't just that one. It was multiple. They started putting jackets over these kids' heads and putting them all into a van, all coming out of this police officer's house. In plain sight. People think that when it comes to that industry, it's just filthy dungeon kind of stigma to it all. Like it's always, dog cages, and it's just, horrible things that you see in the movies, right? When in fact, chances of you, if you live in a decent-sized neighborhood, most likely have some home in your town or your neighborhood that's holding people that are trafficked, women, children, And I think they get away with it. God damn it, what's in my eye now? I think they get away with it because I'm just going to talk about America. I'm not just going to say it from an American standpoint. We as America have lost our values. We have lost our humanity for one another. And we don't look out for each other. Well, I've noticed these newer generations. Now, my generation, Generation X, we were the last generation that had the privilege of block parties and neighborhood parades with fire departments leading the way, and all the kids on their bicycles, kids out in the streets all day till the lights went out. When the lights came on the street lamps, then we all went home. There were no cell phones, no internet, and we had barbecues, and neighbors would look out for neighbors. We watch each other's pets. Kids would spend the night over there. It's it's gone. You don't see it anymore. Most people live in a neighborhood. If you've lived in a neighborhood for 10 years, how many neighbors do you know? Do you know your neighbor next door? We become so self-consumed ourselves, all with, doing this. Oh, really? Oh, Becky. Oh my God. Oh my God. instead of telling somebody next to you, like, just hold on. Yeah, right? The fuck? What it I am grateful and fortunate, even though we were the last, at least be a part of a generation that enjoyed life, real life, not digital. The last of our kind. Now it's all you zany millennial kids and generation F, Y, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J's. I mean, God bless y'all, but I feel a little sad for the newer generations that they've been cheated of those opportunities and those ways of living. Now there are other countries that still do that. Not here though. It's really I try to wonder where did it change? Where did it stop? I don't know. What do you guys think? Terry says, I agree. We're on a bumpy ride, but the public is becoming awake. Yes, that's true. It is true, Terry. You guys are talking to each other. Let me get rid of that one. This is those days are long gone and never coming back. Zach, diecast man, Menzer, just call you Zach. Yes, it's very harsh the way you said that, Zach. But God damn it, you're right. You're right. And I guess I'm going to be 50 in a year, and I'm just midlife crisis, I guess, missing the good old days. And yeah, but Zach, you're right. Sad. Dave says, I love growing up in the 60s and 70s. I always wanted to hang around with Richie Cunningham and the Fonz and the Happy Days. No shit, right? You know, yes. When you were a kid back then, you had all these crazy fantasies like I'm going to be on it. Like sometimes you believe, you know, a lot of people believed. We're talking like huge postal bags full of mail sent to the Navy, yelling at them, going, "You are the most powerful Navy, and you can't go save these people stranded on this island." It's like we were a little more gullible back then. But yeah, but Michael, I have to say, I've never met anybody on Happy Days. I've come close through other people, but it hasn't happened. And the Fonz, by the way, you know the show MacGyver? You know who created that? Henry Winkler, the Fonz. He loved educating people, like teaching, and he created MacGyver to be fun, exciting, like James Bond, but at the same time, you're doing science experiments in every show and you're learning something new. So if you never, well, there you go. And he's still around. He's still acting in the movies. So yeah. But mine was, I always used to listen to Celebration growing up. You know, when I was a kid, I was like, from 1980 on, it was just like that. I was always played at every celebration, every birthday, every holiday at my house. And I never would have thought years later, Cyril and I would be best friends and I would be managing him, you know, as agent. It's just crazy. It's a crazy life we're living in. God bless y'all and your 64 genders. Yeah, is that's because I heard somebody ask what's the total number of the different genders, and 64 sounds so interesting. So that's gonna be a whole nother show because I have to be gentle. Maybe I'll do that on Patreon so I can just do it and talk about all these different genders. Maybe we should look them up, read what each one is, and discuss. That might be an interesting evening. Because obviously there's been a lot of changes since I was in school. A lot of changes. So Claudia Rodriguez says, times are definitely not the same. No, they aren't, my dear. They certainly are not. And kind of scary. Michael, hello. Welcome aboard. Go back to these banners real quick. Change this up back to the Patreon so everybody can see who's been supporting me on Patreon. If you would like to join, it's patreon.com/Doc Skinner, and you can join these lovely people down here who you know from the chat rooms when I do my shows after, with my special guests over there, so we can really talk about stuff. So come on by. Now, if you are a member or want to become a member, there's like subscription things. It's like $5 to $20, and I think if you get $15 or the $20 and you stay with it every month, there's 4 gifts that you get a year. It's like it starts off with a sticker, and then you get a mug and a t-shirt and then a hoodie, and then the next year will be 4 new things, and it'll get better and better. And but if you join and you only do like 2 or 3 months, and then you disconnect it and stop, it starts over again. So just so you know, if you disconnect from that at all, it starts the clock over when you come back again. So, and I understand why people will come off, because like this past month I haven't been on there. Bad me, but I was out due to medical issues. So tomorrow night will be the first night back on Patreon with Tony Rodriguez from the Secret Space Program and 20-year and back program. Oh my God, I'm telling you, I'm really stoked about this. I hope everything works out, and he's here and it all works out, because I've never interviewed anybody with the SSP or the 20-year and back program. Nobody. He will be my first. And I'm really, really excited about it. Really, really excited. I hope you guys are too. So let's see. All right. So we talked about Maderna. That was heartbreaking. Then, yes. So get rid of that one. This right here is this dude that he works in the White House. Well, I think he's more like a greeter. Check it out. When he loses or he gets replaced, whatever, he's gonna be like, I still want to do stuff for my country. Okay, Mr. Biden, would you like to greet everybody that comes to the door at the White House? You mean like they do at the Walmart? Oh shit, that made my face hurt. Ow. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, I made it silly. I'm going to edit that one and use it for something. And so anyway, speaking of the man himself, this is from American.woman with 2 N's. Please, she puts up some cool stuff. Please go check her out. So there's the credit for her. And hopefully I can get her traffic of 2 or more people. So I'm really excited to help out with what little I got. Oh man, I have too much fun. All right, so check this out. You just really need listening is the important part. Here we go.
More money, but we don't just need more money for vaccines for children. Eventually, we need more money to plan for the second pandemic. There's going to be another pandemic. We have to think ahead. And that's not something the last outfit did very well. That's something we've been doing fairly well. That's why we need the money. We do need more money.
Okay, so
but we don't just.
So yeah, it's not even subtle anymore. It's just blatant. Yeah, we're gonna have a second one. You're all screwed. Yeah, and if you don't do what we say, like tyrants want, then hey, you lose your job. Oh, you lose your kids. Oh my God. Talk about. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. We already talked about losing kids. Maybe that kids traffic. Got to take that off. So that's some bullshit, in my opinion. Bullshit. Let's see. You're all talking to each other, and I'm learning not to post that. So now. Close that window out. Let me go back up here so you can see my pretty mug. How you doing? I want to see what's going on behind the scenes. All right, here we go. The next thing was all of you actually, just true, loyal, faithful, and I love you. Then in the past couple of days I've talked about this cattle and livestock mass deaths, like overnight. Boom, they all just drop dead. Right? It's been blamed on lightning. It's been blamed on all kinds of things, but not what I think. My hypothesis. Someone corrected me saying, "Well, if you have a theory, you have to have the evidence." And I'm like, "Well, that's true. I personally do not have the evidence." So that's a true statement. So I think it's hypothesis. So I stand corrected. Let's see. Terry says, "Is this to me, Terry? There's not too many people I can't stand, but I can't stand the water creator and his VP. Yeah, I have an arch nemesis greeter that I think nasty things would undo that dude, but I don't, because I take the high road. Now every time no, there we are. There was a lot of subliminal stuff in there. Did you see it? I don't know. I don't know what happened. It just went blank. Anyway, enough of that. I don't want to incriminate myself. Doc, have you ever interviewed Corey Good or even met him? If so, your thoughts. Fucking Biden. Sorry, man. The F word is normal when you discuss. Yeah. No, I totally agree. And no, I've like I was saying, Tony will be the very first person that I've interacted with the SSP. I'm just very close. I'm always like 1 degree of Kevin Bacon away from all these guys. And there was a period where there was like lawsuits and stuff with David Icke, I think, and he was going, anyways, stuff I did not want to get in the middle of, so I just didn't interview anybody in that industry, I guess. But I've always wanted to, and so it seems like things have settled, and he's ready to do an interview. I don't know how often he does it. I'm sure does millions of them, but the fact that he agreed to come on tomorrow, I'm really, really excited about it. So I really am. I mean, I'm really, really excited about it. Yeah, that's all I could say on that one. Spit it out, man. I know I told you I have a thing, from after my stroke. I get tongue tied or forget what I'm saying. I had a bad issue the other night. I had a little moment, and it was like had after effects. And I wasn't 100%. I was stuttering. Is basically what I was doing on the show the other night. I was having, when I had the stroke, it was like all the blood went out of my brain basically, and so no oxygen, and there was a little bit of damage. But the other night, I haven't had a stutter like that in a long time, where I'm trying to say it, the word just does not want to come out. And so I'm like, that's all, folks, So, but anyway, it is what it is. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I didn't know if you might have ran into him. No, I haven't. I have, like I said, I haven't met any of them. But namaste. Hello, Edward. Hello, Edward Sosa. How are you? Yeah, I haven't, but that's why I'm so excited about tomorrow. I wanted to do a disclosure con and have SSP be like the headline of it that year. But I won't be doing one this year because it takes a year to put it together when you do it by yourself. You got to raise money, take money out of paychecks to put towards this and that. And, I lost so much last year. Everybody had a good time, except people that are being harassed by security about their masks and stuff. But other than that, it was good. But I lost a lot of money. So I have to reevaluate. It'll probably be next year if I decide to do it. And it might either new venue or maybe in the Valley. I don't know. Depends. David Icke is onto something. I'm pretty sure. I can't wait until tomorrow. I love listening to SSP people. My aunt had a serious stutter. I'm sorry, man. I meant not. No offense. No. Did you say something about stutter? I thought I said it. Oh, spit it out. No. It's quite all right, and that's why I mention it. I don't mention it often, unless I'm having an issue on the air. Then I feel I have to explain it so nobody thinks I'm drunk. So fam, what's your diet? Sounds like you need more fruit. I just need food, dude. I don't eat often. I have an eating issue that I've been having to deal with the past couple of years, and it's just there's so much more. And also food is just so damn expensive, man. Most of my money goes to dog food because they're a big upkeep. Anyway, so here's what I wanted to show you about the cattle, the explanation from NASA. Here we go.
Hey, look, y'all, there's been a break in the case. They know what happened with the cattle. NASA, the same company that said this went to the moon. Yep. They said, don't worry, it's geomagnetic storms, and there's going to be a lot of animals. See, there's going to be a lot of animals in the future that will probably die. It's just nature, Hey, look.
Can you believe it? Oh, wait. We got to go to that next. Yeah, it's a geomagnetic storm. A geomagnetic, that's what the electromagnetosphere is for. And it bounces that off, creating things, if you're up by the North Pole, the aurora borealis. That's what creates those beautiful lights, is solar flares and geomagnetic stuff. And the fact that it would only affect one herd of cattle, set individually, I don't buy that shit. I'm going with the bale drops that I talked about, coming from the helicopters, which was portrayed in the television show Yellowstone, and they were poisoned hay bales dropped from helicopters out in the middle of the land where the cows were, and next morning all cows were dead. And that's we're seeing it. They need to do autopsies of all those cows, is what they need to do. Let's see here. Doc, I'll ask my friend John Charles Moyen to watch your show tomorrow. He's the contactee insider I told you about. Oh yeah, on Danny Henderson's Zoom with Tony Rodriguez I sent you yesterday. Both top guys. Okay, yeah, I've been struggling working on this landscaping thing because we're getting ready to go into monsoon season. Heavy rains for probably a month, a couple weeks. And I'm trying to beat that. So I haven't had a lot of time to watch a lot of videos the past couple of days. But yeah, send me a link. Definitely. Let's see here. Where was I now? Okay. So, the cattle death. So that's NASA. Come on. Geomagnetics. When has that ever happened before? Why is it all of a sudden, this is the first time anybody's heard of this, that geomagnetic storms can kill one individual rancher's entire fucking herd? It just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any sense. Cross that bad boy off. Oh my gosh. Still got a little bit to go. All right, 2 more. This should make you go, what? All right. Did you know there's been all these unfortunate things, and a lot of people have called them red flags or staged events. And I think there's been a big misinterpretation of that. They talk about, some of these kids, you see them, they're on the dead list on multiple places, right? Or crisis actors, which do exist. But the problem is all of these red flags, even though they're staged or whatnot, the people involved, like in crowds or bystanders, they're unwilling, unknowing participants in this staged event, if it's staged, and they're getting hurt, they're dying. I mean, it's a real thing. It's all fucked up. It's all messed up. But here's something that else is really messed up. Part of it is like it can be good, but the other part of me is like 2 or 3 more. That's more than a coincidence. Watch this. And I'll pause them for each one. Texas shooting, Robb Elementary School to be demolished in Uvalde. Same with the one before. Sandy Hook Elementary will be demolished, pulverized, melted down. Melted down. Oh, it's just those 2? That's all it is? Or is it starting over and over again? Texas Day, day. Smallest one melted down. Yeah, it's just looping. That's what it was. So, oh, wait, hold on. I'm so sorry. Let's do this again. Oh my gosh. Here we go. So here's the article from the Associated Press. Sandy Hook Elementary will be demolished, pulverized, melted down. The next one is Texas shooting, Robb Elementary School to be demolished, Uvalde mayor. And then it's just looping those 2. But there's others. There was like 6 or 7 that they're going to do that to. It's like, why? Just create a memorial or something. So there's that. I showed you Christopher LaPrath. If you like having your cards read, go to Christopher LaPrath on TikTok. He does his live shows, and you can interact, and he'll read your cards. So, and I just love the guy. He's just a great guy. We talked about the World Passport for those who came on late. It's the slippery slope, and it's scary. It's scary. It's scary. Now, the website, like I said earlier, if you want to go there yourself, it is worldservice.org/online form. Just go to worldservice.org, and then you can go from there. That's some scary stuff. And like I said, if you want to go to my Patreon, please do, because here I'll be transparent. Check this out. This is my analytics for YouTube. Like 28 cents. I got 9 cents, 7 cents. These are my big videos, the big ones. The big ones, like Jack the Ripper, Giants in Antarctica, Living in a Haunted House, Deborah Tavares, Bigfoot, 5 cents, 6 cents. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So I just don't count on it. And actually, there's supposed to be $10 in there from the Cousins brothers, and you won't get it, and I won't get it until it's like at least $200, I think. So if you want to support me, please come to my Patreon page. Let's see right here. Go to a Patreon page, which is patreon.com/Doc Skinner. And you can see this is interview with Jeff Mudgett, the great grandson of Jack the Ripper. And he goes in a lot more detail in this episode. Also, World Explorer Brad Olson, and Laura Eisenhower. A little video I did. Of course, Dave Dennis, that's you see in the chat room. There he is right there. The interview that I did with him. And then I got, let's see. This is where it's all at. Just come here. I mean, Michael Stratt, Hollywood, everybody. Rick Mackey. Yeah, Rick Mackey. And Christopher Lewis LaPrath. Me doing a free-for-all thing. Jim Goodall on the black projects in the military aircraft. And there we go. That's what I got so far. It's a new channel. And the support I get from the Patreons is what helps me, put gas in my car and, give me a Gatorade here and there. So I appreciate it. Oh, wait. There's a whole bunch of stuff here. Let me get back to okay, I'm going through reading, make sure I'm not put up. I'm supposed to go out to dinner tomorrow, so I hope I'm back in time. I may watch Patreon. If not, can't wait. Well, I look forward to you being there. Terry, thank you so much. Yeah, why bother at all, NASA? I know, right? U.S. secret space programs currently being rolled into Space Force. Most folks have no idea how important Space Force is about to become. Forerunner of real Star Trek Federation. Absolutely. Amen. Preach that shit, Dennis. It is so true. Yes. And that was the whole point, was that they created a public Space Force. So now they could take all the stuff they've been using for years, if not decades, and morphing it into the Space Force. So it looks like, damn, they got a cool inventory of, gear and vehicles in no time. Well, in fact, they've had them. So, and it'll explain away some sightings. So, hold on. Alien Bump says, I have some thoughts on Sandy Hook some folks might not agree with, but I've also seen some shit that caused me to have some doubt. Forgive me, my alien gods. No, I get you. And that's what I was kind of saying. A lot of people are just like saying, no, people really died. Yes, people really died that weren't aware that they were going to die, that may have thought they were just going to be crisis actors and get paid, or they really, true, in most cases, the children were truly innocent, having no idea what was happening, but they have these kids go through drills with firearms, and authorities and stuff will come into these schools and go through drills. So dude, like I said, I feel like I was the last Generation X. That's it. What it was to live like, real Americans and stuff. Now everything's all diluted. Everything's all changed. On to the next one. Edward Sosa says, I believe it's just a cycle of Earth soon, dry season. And we will be on fire. 100% goodbye, Vegas. Lake Hoover Dam can't make power. Yeah, dude. Have any of you guys seen the movie with Kevin Costner called The Postman? When people say, Doc, what do you think the future's going to be like? I think it's going to be like that. No electrical power unless it's man-made, riding a bicycle or someone has solar panels and whatnot. But there's not going to be really infrastructures. It could be a Mad Max. Still, I don't know. But yes, it is also a cycle. There are cycles, civilizations come and gone and come and gone and come and gone. Alien Bump says, I still hate that I missed Laura Eisenhower. Damn it. Next time, maybe, hopefully she comes back to you. Oh, yes. You have to understand, 90% of the people I have on my shows are all dear friends. Because if you look at my numbers, why would these big name people come on my little rinky dink number show? I mean, like I just told you, I love every one of you. And I'm not really big on the numbers. I've been yelled at about it. Going, you get bigger numbers. I think, you know what? That doesn't really. I want, if it does, I want it to be organic. But because I don't make money on these platforms, on Patreon I do. On this one, on these that you're watching, I do not. And so I like it being smaller. You can still share. You can still invite people to come and watch the show and help the audience build. That's still cool. But I feel a lot. I feel a lot closer to all of you that are in the chat room and ones that didn't make it tonight that come all the time than most show hosts do with their followers, because they have so many. It can be hard to keep up with them. So anyway. Yes, Laura is a dear friend. They just both adore each other, and I will have her back again. I can guarantee. So, yes. But if you go to Patreon, you can see the really cool interview I had with her. I mean, seriously, if you want to see an interview of Laura you've never seen, go to my Patreon page. Yes, we got stupid, crazy, weird, fun, exciting. It was, yeah. Some would say it got out of hand. No, not on Patreon. It's all good. It's all good. Go check it out. It says, I'm a huge U.S. Navy and U.S. Space Force and Star Trek fan. Have faith in them. They have our backs, and Australia has joined the new federation. Yeah, no, dude, I'm all for it, and I'm a little pissed that I'm too old to enlist, because I was in Marine Military Academy, so it was like Marine school. Insane. I was supposed to go in the Air Force, and because of stuff, I didn't get in, and it sucked. And I was like, well, that's okay. I'm going to entertain people. But man, now that I'm older and I know how to listen and do what I'm told, if I need to be, do what I'm told in a position, and not be a young misfit who's gives lip and thinks they all know better, I would so get into the Space Force. So if the Space Force is doing like a senior citizen thing, 50 and up, please let me know. Please let me know. Let's see. You're just Dave has worked so hard this year to get on my Christmas list, which he is. I love Dave. And he's on there too on Patreon. There's the interview. I did an interview with him here, and then I did it over on Patreon, so you can watch in 2 different places. Let's see. Where we go? Alien says, I swear on my daughter and son, I used to go to my high school in the morning with a shotgun. No lie. We could go partridge hunting after school. Yes. Yeah. There was a time when it was okay for kids to come to school with rifles, and they would put them next to their coats and jacket or wherever. And then when they would get out of school, they would leave and they'd go hunt and bring something home for dinner. Yeah, it was like that. Yeah, it's not happening today. That's for sure, dude. When I tell you I'm your fan, you can take that to the bank. I promise, my friend. I'm the first one. I'm sending you some love, bro. I'm on SSI, so I'm limited. No, bro, it's all good. See, I'm not. I am always grateful for anything anyone can do financially, and they can put money towards keeping me alive here. I'm grateful for that, but the ones that have truly followed me, like you know how I feel about it. I don't go after it. I don't give people shit that do it. Well, there's maybe a couple I would, but I don't do it. I don't give people shit over it because they got to they're making their paper. I get it, but I don't have t-shirts. I don't have. Oh, I do it on the Patreon. If you stay solid with me for a full year, you get 4 gifts throughout the year. But yeah, I don't have books. I don't have DVDs. I don't have a weight loss gimmick. I have nothing to sell you guys except me. Here I'm a dude that does what you guys do. I surf stuff. I find stuff. I go, hey, I want to share this with my friends, and I talk about it on my show, or I get people that I think are really interesting, intriguing, and I bring them on my show. That's basically it. So there we go. We talked about all the school shooting, but I got to get everybody there here. Everybody gets the light. Claudia says, me too. Would love to join Space Force. I know what you're saying. Good day, everybody. Aussie Tiger's here. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Yeah, Aussie Tiger, you've been here, right? Or is it Aussie somebody other Tiger? Anyway, you sound familiar. Welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Dave, is this an ass kissing contest? I think we know. We've got this one. Dave just happens to be a really good guy. Talking of awesome, I made it. Hi. Hey, Christina British and Proud is here with us, ladies and gentlemen. Aussie Tiger, what the hell? Dude. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is awesome of you. I appreciate you, Aussie Tiger. God bless you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Because is it daytime there, right? In Aussie land? Yeah. Thank you so much. But like I said, I won't sit here and beg. There was one time it was almost a begging, and I felt awful during the whole time. I was like, yeah, if you want to keep the show alive, please. And it just doesn't sit right with me. If I had a partner and we were going hardcore and we were like full time on this, putting excellent content out, yeah, I would be like, hey, if you want to support, and here's our videos, and yeah, I would be forthright on that, because that's putting in time and effort, and this is still putting in time and effort. But I'm all about just bringing bringing the info to you guys, and you do what you want with it. Every now and then I'll say what I think about it. But moving right along. Thank you so much, Aussie Tiger. New technology may enable us to age regress back to our 20s. Maybe we'll get the chance to join Space Force. Wishful thinking, I suspect. Dave, that's why I love you, man. That's awesome. That's a great idea because, yes, they are working on age regression. That would be so freaking cool. I've had hair again. Oh my God. That makes me kind of about the idea. I like that. Sign me up. I've used to have a longer name. That's probably, I think that's where I remember you, Aussie Tiger. I remember it was because I was like, isn't there something else more to that? Seems, anyway, welcome back. That's it. Aussie Tiger, third phaser, Goofonian rock fan is what it used to be. Thank you. I knew that I was like, I've seen this before, but it's just different. Kind of like, never mind. I can't complete that thought. Yes, Aussie Tiger, great name. So, all right, now on to the last one before we finish for the evening. Told you about going to the Patreon. If you want to go to TikTok, it's Doc Skinner Official. Watch all my funny, kooky stuff. And before it all gets taken down, like this one and that one. No, I didn't even click on that. Damn it. And these are fun. Surprisingly, they're still up. I had another page, but they deleted it. They did not like. So I thought if I put my puppies in here and do a little puppy video, that might balance it out and then do cute puppies opening their eyes. So I'll throw that stuff in there. And then I'll throw in some commentation. But I like to think the stuff I pick is pretty crazy shit. So please enjoy. And you can join me right here, Doc Skinner Official on TikTok. This World Passport done. That's done. Patreon showed you all that. That's done. What was the last thing? Aha. Yes. Hold on, Lee. Let me give it a proper intro. This is the last story of the night. I'm telling you, folks, I'm going to be a gazillionaire. Folks. I'm telling you, I'm going to be a gazillionaire. It's so fucking cool or something like that. I don't remember the words of the song. Anyway, you guys ready? Did you all know about this? But you all know I've mentioned it a long time. It's been a while for me to being with a woman and all that, and then I find out about this. Score! I'm a gold factory, ready to supply. Let's do this shit right now. Oh, I'm gonna break all my stuff. Too excited. It's true. It's not the first time I've seen that. It's been going on for about 6 months. Women are desperate. They're so freaking desperate because people that aren't, God rest their souls. There's a lot of miscarriages and bad things, and so women are finding this out, and they're like, I need some unvexed swimmers. I'm for hire. I'm not that expensive. I'm not cheap, but I'm not expensive. Anyway, Dave was laughing. Yes, Claudia. I know. I wonder how many women are going to pimp out their husbands. Oh, Doc feels the need to spread the seed. Fuck yeah. I need to before I leave this earth. I got to spread the seed. Got to bring a new crop in. Oh my God. Yes. There you go. Oh man. So did y'all like the little Max Headroom? Remember him? I put him at the beginning of the show. I dared to put it at the beginning. Should I do it? Should I dare for the people that came on late do it again? Here we go.
Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it?
Oops, I'm vaccinated. Oh well, looks like I'm gonna go broke for the rest of my life. Yeah. We might be a gigolo because you'll be safe. You can become the dad of many with no commitments. I'm thinking of that movie with Vince Vaughn. What is that? Yeah, I think there's another, and actually it was on the internet back when internet first came out. No. It was on like Cinemax or Showtime back in the 90s. It was a mockumentary about one man, an individual who was the horniest man on the planet or something, and he was just always having sex everywhere you go. And then when they had the moon landing, you see him on board the ship or off the side of the ship. It's funny. Yeah, he was a seed spreader. That could be my new title. Hi, I'm Doc Skinner, and I'm a seed spreader. There's actually a movie. Wait, when you were talking about Vince Vaughn, are you talking about the documentary that's out on? Did Vince Vaughn have something to do with that doc, or are you talking about some kind of like comedy or something? I'm not sure, but yeah, there was Of the Father or something on Netflix or Amazon Prime, where a fertility doctor was getting all these women pregnant that wanted to get pregnant, but he used their seed that they wanted. He used his seed, and it was all these kids that were born and they ended up just staying within like an 80-90 mile vicinity, and they all started seeing each other, and they're like, "You all look like me," or "You look like you could be my brother and sister." And they all started figuring out this fertility doctor guy was actually he was planting all the ladies in Cherryville, which I think is really sick. It's uncool. It's not right. But yes, if anybody would like, I will willfully spread my seed. I hope my mom's not watching this show. You make a good dad. Oh, thank you, Christina. Everybody has said that throughout my life, and I've always wanted to be a father since I was in high school. Really, I was married for a bit. I did have two just beautiful, amazing stepdaughters. They were tropical Hawaiian, so little Tropicana girls, and they were just the most sweetest things. And it turned that dad switch on in my head. And I think when that turns on, it never turns off. So, yeah, and I miss that. I miss it. I miss picking them up from school, getting ice cream, talk about their day, getting them and helping them be popular, really, because I was that cool dad. Yeah, I would like host the dance parties at the school or the rec center, and DJ, and she would be out there dancing, with a circle around her. She was awesome. My oldest, Portia was her name. She was like, "Dad, I want to go to a rave with my friends." And I'm like, "No," because I was working at raves, so I knew what goes on there. And she goes, and she used that against us. She was like, "Well, you guys go every weekend." And I was like, "Yeah, we're working. We're making money. We're selling like glow sticks and bottled water. We'd have a whole booth set up." And she kind of got it. So I went back in the room with my ex-wife, and it's like, I got an idea. And I said, "Let's go back and talk to her." So we go back and talk to her, and I was like, "Look, Portia, if you really, really, really want to go to a rave, we will let you go to a rave, even though you're 15, but on one condition." She's like, What? I was like, "We're throwing the rave." And she was kind of freaked out. She's like, "Oh, I don't want to." We ended up doing it in Fort Worth at Ridgely Theater. I think it's Ridgely Theater in Fort Worth, and or that was the name of it. But yeah, it was epic. It was epic. And my two little stepdaughters are 15 and I think 11 at the time. and and they were in the bathroom with my ex-wife, and they were like, this party, this rave is amazing. And my ex-wife turned around and said, yeah, it's their party, and pointed at the girls. And they're like, oh my God, you're just the coolest. You know? They were, man. It was a lot of fun. I actually have a room set up because I was hoping to adopt this year, but I didn't plan on all this medical stuff happening. So yeah, I just want to be a dad. I would love to have, I mean, I loved having my stepkids, but I would really love to have my own, because, you know, keep the family line going. So there you go. Inside, in depth, you know, Barbara Walters intimate moment with me, Doc Skinner. Yes, Max Headroom. Yes. Good old Max. Yes. I'm gonna go through these quick. Paradigm shift came in the tail end. Welcome aboard. Don't need vax, concerts and movie theaters. Let me in now without jab, mask, and negative proof. Yes. End it all. No, it's a movie. There were like 100 kids. Oh fuck. I think that was way back. I don't remember what I was talking about, but it probably was a movie. 100 kids. I don't shoot. I should have been talking to you and watching, but I let it get out of control. And yeah. He has like 200 kids. Are you talking about the police officer and the kids? That sucks, man. And those people, I have no sympathy for them. If they get death penalty, I don't care. I don't. Let them get what they get. Hopefully it's justified. Am I loud enough? I'm turned up all the way, and I sound really quiet for some reason, or very radio. Of course, it's a little late in the game. Alien. Oh my goodness gracious! Alien Girl's here. Welcome. You might have to rewind the show though, because I'm coming up on the tail end. This was the last story of all my news reports tonight. But Alien Girl, don't you do that? You do the morning show, don't you? You do the like early morning, or is that? Because when I go to bed, which is like 4 or 5 in the morning, so I thought it was you that was. Anyway, super sticker. You were so sweet. Love you. Thank you so much. Everybody go check out Alien Girl 111. She's a badass podcaster. She has some great guests. Check her out. Thank you. You guys are sweet. Good old Siri. Oh, is that who you're talking to? Claudia gives thumbs up. And Alien Bub says, I've raised my daughter from the age of 3 weeks. That little big girl is all me, and probably more my mom, but not a drop of DNA doesn't make you a father. That is true. That is true. There are fathers out there that aren't biologically connected to the kids that they've raised, and even though that has been important for millennia, you know, keep the bloodline and all that stuff, with divorce rates and everything being, you know, divorce has really gotten out of hand in the past 30 years. And it's just kind of a given, like in most cases, prenups and all that. And it's sad. It's really sad that people can't have the balls, the cojones, whatever you want to call it, the stamina to stick it out as they vowed before God and all their family. You know, I'm a victim of that. I'm a victim of I got a divorce. But I'll tell you, I still talk to her because I like to get little updates on the girls and how they're doing. And that now both girls, they've got kids. So technically, if I was still, I'd be a grandfather. So kind of missed out on that. But anyway, not going to get all dreary. I do the mornings. That's right. That's what I thought. Because I'm usually by that time, I'm like really tired. I'm about to pass out. Dave Dennis says, I have one son, best thing I've ever did. Couldn't do that fate again. Yeah. I feel like that could be the greatest thing I ever have done on this planet, is to have an offspring and know that they're going to be a good person and they're going to do good for the world and do great things. Still waiting on that. So we'll see. I was not cavalier. I was very I was like the cute boy next door, kind of slutty when I was young. I mean, I was 18 DJing in nightclubs. You know, I had access to the real adult world before most of my friends did. And yeah, when I, when I discovered it, like, this stuff's fun, so. And back then, a lot of ladies were in the same kind of state of mind. So, I've always wondered if there's someone out there, if every Father's Day, kind of sit there at the couch, look at the door, wondering if someone's going to knock on it, but who knows? Who knows? Never say never, right? Good old Siri. Oh, I already did all that. I already did that. Sorry. Alien. Oh, I love you too, Alien Girl. Thank you so much. Thanks for the shout out. Oh, you are quite welcome. Like I said, everybody go check out Alien Girl 111. She's on YouTube. And Ozzy's like, I want to have children. Yeah, me too. I mean, like I said, I've got a room set up with log bunk bed and everything, like 2-3 toys, because I don't know what will happen, because I was going to adopt. And that room was actually what used to be the old studio. And so, yeah. And power of manifestation, is that what I want to say? If you get the room ready, or you put the pictures on your walls and see it every day of a boat, you'll eventually get a yacht, that kind of thing. So just hoping. Alien Bump, sick name, yeah. Oh, Alien Bumps dodging out. Night, guys. Thanks, Doc. See you tomorrow. Promise already. Set my alarm. Night, guys. Oh, yes, Alien Girl. I'm going to have Tony Rodriguez from the Secret Space Program tomorrow. It will be the first time I've had anybody from the SSP or the 20 Year and Back program actually on my show. So kind of excited about tomorrow night. So if you want to join us, it'll be 7 p.m. Pacific, right here. Same bat channel, same bat platform, same bat time. Terry says, I have one daughter. She's the greatest blessing in my life. I started late, or I would have had two. Yeah, I kind of hope I'll get that knock on the door, because I don't want to be 80, 90 years old with a kid graduating. I just feel like that'd be hard on the kid. Make sure you name them a really good, strong name so they don't get picked on, stuff like that. The Delivery Man is a movie. I don't know if I've seen that with Vince Vaughn. I wonder if it's on. I'll find it. Let me just write that down. The Delivery Man. Oh, wait a minute. I am now recalling seeing, I think, the trailer for this. I did want to see it, and I just forgot all about it in the title. Thank you very much, Terry. I am going to look that up, because it sounds Vince Vaughn. It's going to be decent. Yes, it's a good movie. All right, I got Alien Bumps approval, so it all works out. Well, fantastic. Let me get rid of this. I think I've burned your eyeballs way too much. Get on the other screen. Turn this up. There you go. Hi, how you doing? So it's been a good solid week and a half so far of doing it. Do you guys like these little longer shows where it's not rushed? I mean, I know some people have to get up or get off early, like Alien Bump's got to go, or Audrey is famous for always having to get back to work because she's usually on her break. But do you feel you're getting the better content with a little bit of a longer show than an hour? I mean, I don't want to go too long, because I like to have a break in between the show. Well, let's just say when I have the guests that I'm going to have on Patreon afterwards, that will be guaranteed just a 1 hour show. That way we have that 30-minute break for the guest and myself and you guys before we get into the nitty gritty. So I say that a lot, don't I? The nitty gritty, getting to the nitty gritty. I'm thinking of all these different, because I would like to have shirts. I think it'd be fun. Get to the nitty gritty. And my other one was get the gears going. Or let's get the gears. Let's get the gears going. I'm digging this. because like I said, if you're on Patreon, we have gifts. If you stay on for a full year, you get 4 gifts, and every 3 months you get a gift. And these will be fun because, you know, on different types of swag, as they call it, you know, items that you get. These could be fun. T-shirts. Let's get the gears going. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Anyway, just thinking on my feet. That's all I'm doing, kids. Moving right along, long. There we go. Let's see. Vince Vaughn is one of us. I like to think, if I like to think. Would you guys want to? Is that just? Well, I need to see the movie because I have ways of getting a hold of celebrities. And when I was really getting rocking and rolling here, then the whole pandemic thing happened and everything stopped. But Jim Brewer, I really would like to get him on my show. If you don't know who he is, if you've seen the movie Half Baked, he's the blonde white guy. It's always like this, man. He's kind of going up against the powers that be. And so, yeah, he's definitely one on our side. If Vaughn is one like us, I would love to have him on my show and get his thoughts and opinions on topics that you guys think that we should bring up. So back to late to the class roll call. Sarah Jane has jumped on board. It's a good thing I'm like the master of long goodbyes when I should have been off 41 minutes ago, but whatever. How you doing, Sarah? How you doing? Terry says, yes, I love the long shows. Okay. Yes, great shows from Claudia. Thank you so much. This is helping me. I appreciate this. We all have fun chatting, Terry says. Yes, and I love it when you guys do. Rick Mackey's here. Hello. Yes, enjoy longer shows. Okay. All right. So how about we do this? How about we do the longer shows when I don't have the guests? Like I said, it's not all about the money, but I do need to make a couple bucks. So that's why I have to drive kind of over to the Patreon, right? So we'll do that when I have guests. And I'm going to try to have as many guests as I can. But when I don't have guests, let's push and go for the long. And we can go as long as you guys want. I have no problem with that. Because, I really want to stay Patreon with you guys paying and give you good content, good guests and whatnot. Not just me babbling when you already get that here for free. So, see what I'm saying? I like I said, I'm not all about the money. It's great when it comes in, and I am so grateful and blessed by the ones that do donate or support me on Patreon. I adore you guys. But I'm not going to do car commercial ads going, give me money now if you want to see more stuff. I mean, I'm not going to. It's not my bag, man. I hate money. I really do. I wish we could all just be there for each other and help each other. I mean, really. Aussie says, never rush things. You'll stuff it up. Right. That's a good point. Very good point. Getting it in. Good too. Yes. That's the NC-17 t-shirt. Getting it in. Actually, it's kind of cool. Claudia, since you're a woman and you said that, I will put it on. Getting it in. I'm glad my mother's in bed asleep right now. She's not watching this show. I love it. No, I don't. I just don't want to keep interrupting you. I just love being here. I really don't have a life except y'all. It's truly my release. Oh my God. Alien Bump. You basically read my mission statement for this show. Yeah, minus the interrupting part. From there on, I love just being here. I really don't have a life except you all. It's truly my release, and that I can say that verbatim. So, folks, if you didn't know, there, Alien Bump just spoke my mind. Thank you very much. I don't like to think 420. Aha, yes, you do. Please. All right, Vince is one of my favorite actors. Terry says, "Well, like I said, if he's like a truther." It will be an amazing show. I probably won't get a word in, and that's okay. I would let him just fucking go off, because he's fucking hilarious. I'll probably have to wear some Depends that show just so I don't have to run to the bathroom instead of peeing in my pants. Like just go. Dave Dennis says 69 minutes is good. Yes, and I'm even over that 90-minute mark, so we'll be wrapping it up here soon. But he is hilarious. You get to really hang out with him, Doc. I never. Jim Brewer, no, I have not. I wish I could. I would have such a great time with him. Do you know he was completely sober, never high throughout that whole movie? And so is Cheech and Chong when they did their movies. They were never on drugs except for one scene, a courtroom scene where Tommy Chong had to be like he was on L.L.C, and he was actually on it for that scene. Sarah's here. I'm good, hon. Always nice to see you. Yes, you too. Thank you for being here. Push for longer without guests. Yeah, absolutely. So when I don't have guests, I'll go longer here. I've never done Patreon. Patreon is like YouTube, but you're a subscriber to each individual's channel. So it'd be like, $1 to $40, $50 a month, and you get different tiers of stuff. Like you get special video just saying thank you and all that stuff. It just depends on the channel. So it's just a way, because YouTube, they're taking the biggest chunk out of it. So I get, you saw earlier, I get pennies. Per video. That's it. Like 7 cents for the Bigfoot video, which had a lot of views. So I don't rely on that, but I do appreciate everybody that has given me something tonight. Thank you so much. It unfortunately is going to sit there until I get to 200. So I might be there for a while. So if you really want to support Patreon, it's the only thing I'm charging for. That's the only place. And I try to give you the best. Claudia says, love it, Doc. LOL. Thank you very much. And if you get Vince Vaughn on, I'm calling in. Oh, absolutely. Now tomorrow, like I said, Tony Rodriguez is scheduled. Cross fingers that there's no hiccups or anything, and that everything works fine, and we can bring him up. I am a little giddy. It's Tony Rodriguez. I got questions. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be lighthearted, and we're gonna have a good time. And I hope I'll make a new friend tomorrow night with Mr. Rodriguez. Yeah. And some people are like, oh, that never happened and all that. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt until I get to meet them and interview them, talk to them, have eye contact with them. And if somebody turns out to be somebody else, different than what you think, oh well. But no, I am really excited about Tony. I have this feeling like, are we gonna be best friends? Yup. I don't know. It's just a fan that's wishful thinking. Just like, yeah. So, all right. Let's see. See y'all tomorrow night. Thanks, Doc. Peace. Y'all, UFO Oaks. That's kind of cool. I like that. Uh-oh. Get off. I was on a wire. That shouldn't have been on. So Alien Bomb saying goodnight. So I guess I should say goodnight as well. I appreciate each and every one of you hanging out with me tonight. Had a lot of fun. And let me do this real quick. And real quick to just all the people below, thank you for joining me on Patreon. This video, of course, this video is fair use for educational purposes. You can follow me on TikTok, Doc Skinner Official, and YouTube at 1028 Productions, and my brand new Patreon page at patreon.com/Doc Skinner, as well as Twitch, which Twitch TV.TheDocForce, and Twitter.com @TheDocSkinner. If you want to send anything to me, emails, anything like that, please do so at thedocforce@gmail.com. And I'll take a look at it. If it's not a dot video, then a pretty good chance I'll play it. So if it's a dot video, it's got to be a really impressive dot video. So anyway, there we go. We got all the logistics stuff done. We got 3 more comments here at the bottom that we must show. Tony Rodriguez is a real deal. Very brave man. Yes. Austin Tiger says good night. Dave Dennis says, see you all on the mountain. He loves that phrase. That's his phrase. Good night, Doc and all. Thank you, Claudia. And That's exactly how I am about you, man. Be my friend, Doc. All right, folks. Appreciate you all. Let me get the little exit video all set up. And we'll see you all tomorrow with Tony Rodriguez. Oh my gosh. Keep your fingers crossed and everything goes smooth. No hiccups. It all works out. I don't want to say we didn't have him tonight. We got to reach. I don't want to go through that bullshit. So put out those positive vibes. Everything works out great. Until tomorrow, my friends. I'm Captain Doc Skinner on board the Starship Pariah, and you've been watching the Doc Force. Doc, not dog. Doc. I have a slur. Remember, as long as we all lift each other up, we will all rise together. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.